Welcome back to the channel. 2026 Honda XR650L returns as one of the most iconic dual-sport motorcycles ever built, carrying on a legacy that has defined adventure riding for decades. Honda hasn't just left this legend untouched. It has evolved it carefully, balancing old-school ruggedness with new-age precision. The XR650L remains the symbol of reliability, simplicity, and go-anywhere freedom. And for 2026, Honda has managed to refine it without compromising what makes it special. This is the kind of bike that doesn't just take you places, it dares you to find where the road ends. From the first glance, the 2026 XR650L looks familiar, and that's intentional. The minimalist bodywork, high front fender, and upright stance immediately signal that this machine is designed for function first. Yet, Honda has refined the styling slightly, giving the bike more aerodynamic side shrouds, a slimmer LED headlight, and a restyled tail section with integrated LED lighting. The frame remains that classic steel backbone chassis, renowned for its durability and strength, but now it's treated with a new corrosion-resistant coating that helps it endure the harshest weather conditions. Every line and angle of the bike communicates purpose. It's not about luxury, it's about adventure. Underneath the tank lies the beating heart that made the XR650L a cult favorite, the legendary 640cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine. For 2026, Honda has refined the power delivery with a new digital fuel injection system, replacing the old carburetor that riders loved for its simplicity, but hated at high altitudes. This new system provides smoother throttle response, better fuel economy, and improved cold starts. The engine now meets stricter Euro 5+ emission standards without sacrificing performance. It still delivers that raw, thumping torque that makes climbing trails effortless and cruising highways satisfying. Honda claims slightly improved power figures, with around 45 horsepower and 47 Nm of torque. But what really stands out is how linear and predictable it feels. It's an engine that invites confidence. No surprises. Just dependable pull across the rev range. The transmission remains a 5-speed manual, but Honda has refined the gear ratios to provide a little more flexibility between second and third gear, making it better suited for mixed terrain. The clutch action is lighter too, thanks to updated internals, which means less fatigue during long technical rides. The chain final drive remains the best choice for this category. Easy to maintain, easy to repair, and built for abuse. It's a system that keeps the XR650L in that sweet spot, between simplicity and practicality. Suspension performance is where the XR650L's reputation shines, and Honda hasn't let up for 2026. The bike retains its long-travel 43mm Showa front fork, with nearly 11 inches of travel, and a Pro-Link rear suspension setup with similar travel figures. However, both ends have been retuned for better damping control and comfort. Still firm enough for aggressive off-road use, but slightly more compliant on the street. Whether you're tackling rocky trails, muddy climbs, or long gravel highways, the XR650L feels composed, predictable, and forgiving. The 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheels wrapped in dual-purpose tires continue to offer exceptional traction on both dirt and pavement. Braking performance has received a subtle but meaningful upgrade too. The front disc is now a larger 280mm unit paired with a new twin-piston caliper, while the rear 240mm disc remains, but benefits from an updated master cylinder. ABS is now standard, but it's switchable for off-road riders who prefer full control in loose terrain. It's a small touch that makes the XR650L even more versatile without compromising its core appeal. The ergonomics have also been fine-tuned for 2026. The seat height remains tall at around 37 inches, but the new seat padding is denser and more comfortable over long rides. The handlebar has been slightly raised and widened for better control when standing on the pegs, while the foot peg position has been adjusted to reduce knee strain during long-distance rides. The overall geometry of the bike gives it an incredibly natural riding posture. It feels ready for whatever you throw at. Today, one of the biggest improvements on the 2026 model is the updated digital instrumentation. Gone is the old-school analog setup. In its place is a compact LCD display showing speed, trip meters, gear position, fuel level, and even ambient temperature. It's simple, functional, and easy to read in all lighting conditions. There's even a USB-C charging port neatly integrated near the display, perfect for powering your navigation or action camera during long adventures. Honda has also made the bike a little more environmentally conscious and efficient. The air-cooled engine may seem old-fashioned compared to liquid-cooled units, but it's been optimized for thermal efficiency, reducing heat soak during slow technical rides. Fuel capacity remains 2.8 gallons, but improved fuel injection has increased the range to nearly 130 miles on mixed riding. For riders who venture far from civilization, Honda offers optional larger aftermarket tanks and luggage racks designed specifically for the new model, giving you endless customization potential. The weight, one of the XR650L's defining characteristics, sits around 345 pounds wet, light for a bike of its size and capability. That makes it incredibly maneuverable, even in tough conditions where heavier adventure bikes struggle. It's a machine that rewards skill and precision, but never punishes you for mistakes. Whether you're threading through forest trails, carving up mountain roads, or commuting through city traffic, the XR650L always feels balanced and predictable. On the road, the 2026 XR650L feels surprisingly civilized. The suspension absorbs imperfections gracefully, and the updated engine runs smoother than ever. At highway speeds, the thumper hums confidently, delivering a steady rhythm that's oddly satisfying. Off-road, it's still an animal, light, agile, and eager to climb over anything in its path. The simplicity of the machine is what makes it so enduring. There are no complex electronics to worry about, no traction control, no riding modes, just pure mechanical connection between you and the terrain. Honda's approach to the XR650L has always been about balance, and in 2026 that philosophy is more evident than ever. It's not the most powerful, not the flashiest, and not the most high-tech, but it's the one that keeps going when everything else fails. It's a motorcycle that has outlasted trends and generations, and Honda's light-touch modernization ensures it'll continue to do so. The new features simply make it more refined, more comfortable, and slightly easier to live with day to day. The XR650L remains a machine for purists, riders who value the freedom of simplicity. It's a motorcycle that encourages you to disconnect from the noise of technology and reconnect with the essence of riding. The world may be moving toward complex adventure machines loaded with sensors and screens, but the XR650L reminds us that sometimes less truly is more. It's the perfect partner for those who dream of dusty trails, distant horizons, and the satisfaction of conquering them with skill and spirit alone. In 2026, as Honda continues to push innovation across its lineup, the XR650L stands proudly as a living legend, proof that the simplest machines can deliver the deepest adventures. It's the same motorcycle spirit that has inspired explorers for decades, reborn once again for a new generation of riders who understand that true adventure doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs a willing rider and a motorcycle that never quits. The 2026 Honda XR650L is exactly that motorcycle, faithful, fierce, and forever ready for the next road less traveled.